Hello, how's it going today? It's Frankie here, and I'm back with another gaming review. Now, this game here is also another game from my childhood, and obviously, I have to get games from my childhood, right? They're like probably the best games ever compared to some of the games that we have now. And originally, I did think, I thought I spoke about this game already on YouTube, but I haven't. Maybe it was just my imagination. Maybe I got a bit confused because I did another gaming review and I thought it was this game I was talking about particular. But I never actually record talking about the title of this game. But don't worry, fear not. I'm going to make a video about this game today, and that is, let's get the right framing, XIII. I mean, you guys actually see the title properly. I mean, that's just how the game looks. It looks pretty cool though. And well, XIII means 13, so I'm going to make that clear. And it's right there, the title. It's 13 in Roman numerals, so in case any of you didn't know that there. I figured that one out when I got the game way back anyway. And the reason why I got this game is because I thought the multiplayer version was going to work on this one too, but it turns out it requires online. So silly me thinking that this game also you could play team deathmatch and it capture the flag. I think you get like a bomb thing. There's deathmatch on it. I forgot the other game mode, and there's one where there's a witch involved. There's some sort of Grim Reaper that kills you automatically, but you can also kill that thing too. And it's a shame because I did get the older version because I thought the older version was backwards compatible, but it isn't. So that's probably why they made a remake, because of that reason, though. Probably why, I don't know. The older version was better. Maybe graphics wise, obviously it isn't because it's more pixelated and poor quality than this one here, the remake. I mean, that's disappointing. I don't if that multiplayer bit would have worked perfectly. It made the game more addictive to play. But anyways, me getting to the story mode of this game, you play as a character that suffers some amnesia, and he gets put up in a beach house somewhere, and he's trying to find out his identity, and you go through each level and you uncover some sort of hidden secrets about him. There's flashbacks. I mean, I remembered some levels, and I remembered certain aspects of it. I remember the weapons coming into it, and the grapple, when you grapple on something like the grapple hook. The characters, I partly remember some of the story. I'm halfway through it. I'm in a really tough level called Spads. Sabotage something. You go inside the camps and you have to try and place a bug. It's pretty difficult. You have to make sure the alarm doesn't get triggered. I hate when games do that because it makes it easier not to have an alarm trigger. That makes it more infuriating. That's probably why they added it into the story. But I don't mind that. I mean, fair enough, it's a bit annoying because I'm more about to play a game where you just kill enemies without having to worry about the triggers of it and mission failed. And this is automatic checkpoints in this game, so you can't really manually save it. I like when games do that. Like Fallout when you can just save at any time. I like that. It's kind of better, but I think because it's a story mode, it makes sense kind of it being like that. That makes any sense coming from me right there. It's just such a shame the multiplayer won't work though. I mean, I'm not being cheap or stingy, but I prefer the old days where you could just play the game, like times where you could just play well, not making myself something alone, but better playing by yourself, and you get other bots coming into it, or you get a person, a friend coming with you to actually, put in another controller and play there instead of having to waste some money on playing with people from different parts of the world. I just find it pointless. There should be a mode for that. We can easily play online without having to pay. I understand the internet is global and I can see where money comes into it, but please don't remake these old games to the point where you have to pay to do certain things. I find that silly. It's not iOS. I know it's part of Microsoft, but come on, it's not iOS and iPad where you could just have to pay for certain things like that. It's a console we're talking about. And I'm not in for this whole advanced. I'm for everything advanced, right? But internet stuff like that is pointless. You make people pay for what? So they could pay online like that, where you could just get Town Splitters or Unreal Championship 2 and Unreal Tournament 3 games like that, and just play with bots and get two, three friends with you to play and play extra controllers, and it's that simple. I'm gonna keep going on about those games because those other games I mentioned there are the reason why games have always been great to me, especially. And games like this game is good, and it's disappointing they allowed that feature into it because I would have rated it a bit more higher, to be quite honest with you. And the game's not the best. It's like a comic style game, And it is like when you're reading a comic book, it's kind of like that, especially dialogue, especially how it is. It's clever. It's a unique game in terms of like, it's this comic book theme. I think there's other games like this, but it's unique to have a game like that where it's comic book style, and it's clever. It's witty. It's kind of cool to see actually. It's good for comic book lovers. I've got to say, any comic book lovers out there, this game will be for you if you have a Xbox, obviously. And I'm not sure if it's available on other consoles. Maybe it is. If you want to go ahead and play it and tell me what you think, but it's a cool game, not highly rated. It's a good game. I would give it an 8, but it's not all that, to be fair. I mean, it's just above average. I only got it because I thought multiplayer would work, but I kind of regret that bit. And by the way, if you're not, if you don't play this game again and you're planning to take it back, they don't do that anymore. The game shop, I think CX only does that. I'm not sure if other game shops would say the same. So just give it to somebody that has an Xbox One or whatever console it's on, and just give it, because I don't think game shops wouldn't accept this game, because apparently they don't do that series no more or something like that. The rating is a 7 out of 10. It's just above average, good quality, good weapons used, the character's kind of cool, but it's not all that. If that did a multiplayer without the internet, it would have been slightly higher. But again, this was also questionable, people might rate it lower. But anyway, 7 out of 10 is. If you enjoyed the video, please give a like, comment, share everyone, subscribe and hit the notification below, as I see you in my next video.